Academy voters are sick of it all. The Razzies rear their ugly head again, and who will win Dallas's high roller Oscar game tomorrow?
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call! Bueller.
I'm gonna be late for class.
Whoa.
Bueller.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
Feeling good.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimball to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, classmates, and welcome to Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host for today, Joseph.
I'm Peter.
And we have a super duper awesome, great show for you today. Welcome everyone on YouTube Live. Everyone on YouTube Live.
There's one person.
All
in the
of
chat.
you there
It's
that
probably
isn't
me.
Pete. QAing our stream.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone on YouTube Live and otherwise, and of course, OG Audio. Only classmates in podcast land. Probably like 99% of the viewer or
We
our
get like five.
consumption is through audio.
Yeah, we get like let's say like 350 to 500 downloads a week. So
Okay.
I cut that in half because it's 2 episodes a week.
Oh, like 1 to 75.
So like yeah,
to 250.
yeah, like 175 to 250 people are regularly listening,
Okay.
and on the YouTube it's 20 to 50, something like that.
You tell me over 100, at least over like almost 200 people are listening.
Yeah.
To our voices
Mhm.
every week.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I can't imagine them like listen like if they're in the same room as me.
Yeah, it's easy to get discouraged and think, oh man, no one's watching, no one's listening. You know, ever since Tyler's left, a straw that stirs the drink that is middle class film classes is moved on.
Yeah, now it's kind of a bent straw.
He's one of the he's a unusable straw.
So he's a silly straw.
Yeah, but yeah, it's easy to think like, oh, man, no one's listening. But then I have 200 people in a room, like showing up, like, oh hey, I want to listen to these guys. What these guys have to
Really?
think about movies. We're
You
like,
want to hear what I
us?
have
Okay,
to say?
whatever. I mean,
Cool.
thanks, but
Yeah, it's like when you get like 10 likes on an Instagram post and you're like, oh, only 10 likes. But then you think about, well, 10 people came up to me and said, I like that.
I know. Hey man, your post the other day, it's pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
It's like, oh shit, you did 10 times in a row in within like 2 hours. You're
Yeah.
like, whoa, that's kind of weird.
Speaking of which, actually, related, I had a little a highlight of my day happened to me earlier this
Oh, yeah?
morning. I was walking through the farmer's market with Deanna,
Always a good day at the farmer's market.
and it's a very, very nice day today, just in general.
I had to turn the AC on.
I know I almost put shorts on. But so we were walking, just like looking at just some booth, on the street, and this person approaches me and is like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you the guy that directed Playdate?"
Really?
And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then, because I guess he was at the first, he came to the first screening.
Futures Award.
He came to the first screening, and I guess he like messaged the guy who runs it, Jeff, and like wanting to watch it somehow afterwards because he wanted to show his
Oh,
girlfriend or something.
that's cool.
But he's like, I thought that was you, and I'm like, oh yeah. He was like,
You're
is that
the guy.
Yeah, you're the guy who made the fart joke, and
That's funny.
He made him eat the beans.
Yeah, you're the guy that drew all those Sonics.
Yeah, well, I didn't draw all of them. I drew 2 of them. But that was like,
That's cool.
That was an interesting experience. And
You're
I'm
gonna be
like-
able to. How's your ego feeling? Pretty good.
I'm like, that's how it starts.
Yeah. We're gonna have to widen the door frames to get your head out of here,
I know.
out of the studio.
So that was an interesting experience.
Cool.
But it was kind of cool.
That's cool.
To just like have that randomly just pop up in the wild.
I remember for a long time I had a side hustle, which was it's actually funny. I'm mentioning this right now, but the hat that I'm wearing right now with a B on it, that's my old clothing line that I made back in the day. Bodied Clothing, BODIED, and it's a mini truck and custom car enthusiast geared for them. And the term bodied essentially just means a body drop, which is like the lowest a car can go or a truck can go. You can put a car on airbags, put a frame on the ground, but to get it even lower, you cut the body floor out and you drop it over the edge of the frame rail so that the rocker bottom is in line with the frame. That's what the term means. No one knows what it is unless you're in the scene. But I made this clothing line, and for years, I was out pimping it out, selling it online, internationally. Go to all the car shows on the West Coast, and I would bring my gear and sell my gear and put stickers on at all the venues. I basically graffiti all the venues with my stickers. Every gas station we stopped at would get like 10 stickers on it. And I would get people would send me emails all the time, said, hey, this is from Tucson, Arizona. I just stopped at this gas station and saw your sticker. And just take a picture and then email it to me.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, that's great. Someone would text me and be like, hey, I'm at the Asparagus Festival in Gilroy and someone's wearing a bodied shirt. I'm like, oh, cool. And I'm like, I don't know who they are because I sold a ton of them, and it was really fun to get that, So
Yeah, that recognition in the wild.
yeah, just kind of not people It's like your aunt is like, hey, I love the show.
Yeah.
Which is great. Love you, Aunt Linda, that you're listening to this right now. She compliments us all the time on, she's like, your quality of your sound is great. Can't listen to the garbage that people have on the air where the quality sucks.
Yeah.
But when it's somebody that you organically is like, are you the MCFC guy? Are you the Playdate guy?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's funny because Hannah, my lead actress, she went to we're having a cast and crew screening at this local tiny theater, and I already like reserved it and everything, and I sent them the short film ahead of time, so they've seen it. But I guess so. Like Hannah went there on a date with somebody, and she texted me later like, "Oh, they recognized me from
oh, that's cool,
from the movie."
That's nice.
So yeah, it was. It's interesting. It's interesting putting yourself out there, and then once you like, it's because I didn't even really think about anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's so local,
Yeah.
it's so small. I'm like, ooh, now I'm local celebrity.
yeah, local celebrity, Joseph Navarro.
Yeah,
Jomo Bromo himself.
I know. So Hollywood is calling, and I'm on my way.
Yeah, you're answering, baby.
Yeah. But that was cool. That was a really, really weird, but very I don't know the
Satisfying.
satisfying experience.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into some cabbage chatter.
Find some charity, you lad. Now's the time for gab and chatter.
Cabbage chatter movie news. Things to talk about movie related. I don't know. Pete.
First off, before I get into some stories, please excuse me if I have to stop and blow my nose, if I have to clear my throat. Not feeling great. It's the time of the year that I don't know if Brianna says, sarcastically looked at me and said, "Oh boy, it's my favorite time of the year. Is Pete sick or is it just allergies?"
I like to play this game called Am I Dying?
Yeah.
Or does it just feel like I'm dying?
Am I going to get sick too because my boyfriend's sick, or is it just allergies?
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of time sleeping on the couch during these months because when I have a completely clogged nose, it's terrible snoring. Snoring's already bad, but it's terrible. It's even worse.
Is it it was really bad last year, wasn't it?
Every year.
Does it get worse every year?
No, it's varying during stage. And it feels
in waves.
It feels like sometimes the medicine doesn't work at all.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it feels like it worked great. And I don't know.
Some people have to change their medicine constantly, right?
Yeah, that's, every few years they tell you to rotate, but some of them make me drowsy. So I'm on like a Zyrtec knockoff right now from Costco. It's doing something, I guess. I don't know. So, but yeah, I've been out sick the last couple of days from work. So anyways, first off, not a new story, but there is a memoir coming out from Liza Minnelli called Kids, Wait Till You Hear This. And she tells all kinds of stories about her life. And there are some people who I hear coming out with memoirs, and it's like, Tori Spelling's coming out with a memoir. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Tori Spelling.
Yeah, I'm just picking up a random person.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Tori Spelling's memoir. Now, Liza Minnelli seems like she was riding high at her peak.
Yeah.
She was like it. She was the hot shit. And she tells a story to, I don't even know who published this, to be honest.
Minnelli published.
Terrible reporting here. But she basically tells a story, a teaser story, with this website, entertainment website, that's about her affair with Martin Scorsese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she says that both of them had volcanic tempers, and things were so intense that Liza Minnelli and her then husband, Jack Haley, once run into Scorsese in Greenwich Village, and Scorsese berated her because she was having an affair with a third person, Mikhail Baryshnikov. Yeah, Mikhail Baryshnikov, the ballet dancer. And Minnelli does say she was also sleeping with the ballet dancer at the time. And Scorsese says, "How can you do this to me? How can you do this to me?" As he's screaming at her in front of her husband about having an affair with a third man.
So Martin Scorsese was the other.
He was the other man.
Okay.
And he was screaming at her in front of her husband at the time.
About the other
about
man.
a fourth man.
The other man.
The other man, yeah. She says that she blames the affair on amour fou, the French term for a passionate relationship that becomes a self-destructive obsession. The relationship becomes a powerful hypnotic drug in every way, she says. And drugs also ruled the relationship. Quote, "As we filmed New York, 1977, where they met, Marty became heavier and heavier user of cocaine. It seemed that it was no longer recreational for him or for me. It was day and night, on the set, in between takes, and when we were out in the evening."
Mm-hmm.
So all kinds of interesting stories. I won't give it any more, but it seems like an interesting memoir.
Yeah.
So she is, let me see how old she is now. She is 79.
Oh,
And
okay.
Scorsese's 88 now.
Damn.
Yeah, he's getting up there. So I thought that was fun. If you're a memoir type person, that might be an interesting one.
Yeah.
But my real story is this, because we're coming up on the Oscars. The Oscars are upon us.
We're on the eve of Oscars.
The most beloved hallowed eve.
If you're listening to this, we're on the
Oscars
eve
eve.
of Oscars. What's the day after the event?
Um,
Post.
we're post Oscars, yeah.
Okay. So congratulations.
Yeah, we'll get to that point. We'll get to that. we're gonna need
Just
to say
insert a.
we need to say our congratulations at the end of this for who won the game. But this was an anonymous article or anonymous source that was an Oscar voter speaking to an entertainment reporter, whose name I share. "Hi, Pete. I enjoy all of your articles. I thought you might be interested to hear a take from an Academy member about this year's rules, which the rule is you have to watch
You gotta watch
all the movies. They basically say you got to watch the movies. And I think they have a thing like
And they're like, ah.
I think you have to log into like this site and watch them through the site so they can confirm that you've watched all the movies.
It's like Microsoft Teams.
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
see if your mouse isn't
like,
moving.
Oh my god! But it's like I want to say like if you don't watch all the movies of a category, they won't let you vote on that category. I think
They should have you like required to come to a venue and check in and sit there for 12 hours and watch all the movies.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's the only sure way that they would watch it,
Well, I mean,
or that they would know that they were watched.
yeah, but if they log in, they can see that they downloaded it and watched it.
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, you can game it if you really want to, but so this person continues. "I haven't even seen half of the nominated films, nor do I care to.
Does that include all
All of them.
besides Best Picture?
All of them, yeah.
Okay.
Because my time is far too valuable to spend watching movies I know that I'd never vote for, much less be able to sit through.
Oh, God.
I found most of the films I did see to be mediocre, and nothing I nominated made the final cut. Therefore, I don't want to lie. I decided I simply would not vote at all this year."
Okay, I guess that's good.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this person is probably pretentious and has a lot of like
Trying to
old
think-
school movie takes, maybe, you know?
Or maybe they just have
Everything that not nominated, they were not proud of. They were not.
very simplistic movie taste.
Could be. So this is the part that threw me off. "Yes, I'd like to vote for K-pop Demon Hunters, but not at the price of watching four other movies I know won't be very good."
No Minecraft movie, huh?
I know. But really, the Oscars have become pretty irrelevant. Anora, Coda, Everything All at Once, Everything Everywhere All at Once, versus The Godfather, Lawrence of Arabia, or Patton. Which three movies will people still be watching 5 years from now? What a pretentious way to think about it.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, of course you're not thinking. People are going to continue to talk about Everything Everywhere All at Once for years, but
It's incredibly cynical.
The Godfather is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't mean that the next greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time, is not going to come out this year or next year or whatever. Looking back at it,
Yeah.
was that 50 years ago about when Godfather came out?
70s, probably.
Yeah, so it's about 50.
Yeah.
You know, so 50 years from now, 2066,
Minecraft movie.
we're looking back at the Minecraft movie like, fuck yeah, dude.
Pixels.
Sinners. So it's all about the films, they continue, not the award. Rather than watch the awards, I'll probably watch Singin' in the Rain or North by Northwest or The Searchers.
Okay.
Real best pictures which weren't even nominated. Feel free to quote me, but don't use my name.
It's such like a film bro.
I know.
Like they just discovered movies.
The Searchers wasn't even nominated. I'm going to watch that as penance.
It is an interesting thing to think about, or it's like you just said, like the next greatest movie could come out this year, whatever it is. Because whenever we think about like the movie that like causes such a big wave in a year, and it's like, but is it as good as The Godfather? Is it as good as, like, it's always like
Lawrence of Arabia, Shawshank Redemption, whatever.
And it's like most people, I assume most people would be like, the film bros, like this, whoever this person is, would be like, no way, it can't be. It's not as good.
It never could be, because those are at a scale that you'll never ever be able to attain.
Yeah,
it's unattainable.
Yeah.
So funny. I thought it was just funny and also super pretentious way to look at it.
Yeah, it's very cynical, and
cynical. I think that's more cynical than pretentious, but maybe both.
There's definitely a little bit of highbrowness there going on.
But I mean, that's kind of what the Oscars is. It's people thumbing their nose at stuff that's not nearly as good.
A little bit, yeah.
I like seeing lists online from film reviewers. Like, I think it was the New York Times, film reviewer. Guy looked like he was about 100 years old, wearing a suit that's about 4 sizes too big, giant big bushy beard, looked like one of the coolest guys on the fucking planet, talking about movies that he watched this year that could have easily been nominated, but were very small and didn't have like a advertising budget to lobby for that.
Yeah.
And saw some interesting titles there I never even heard of before. And then he said, and here's some other ones that I absolutely love that did get nominated, which I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Give me a bunch of like stuff that you think is really badass, but no one's seen, and it came out this year and should get more recognition. And then also, by the way, my taste also is these movies are great too that did get nominated. It's not just shit because it's mainstream.
Oh yeah.
Mainstream shit is not shit.
Yeah, it's like
just by the inherent fact that it's popular.
Yeah, just because something is
kind of what this whole thing feels like.
It's like two sides of it. It's like people like it just because it's popular, but it's popular because it's also really,
it's good.
Because it's also really good.
So you're more likely to like it because it has a broad appeal and it's high quality.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyways, that's all I got.
But yeah, I can't wait for the Oscars to be over, because like the award seasons have just become more and more toxic in terms of like internet's reaction to certain things, because it's always like, if you like this movie or you think this movie should win over this movie, then you're racist or you're sexist or you're this, where it's like, I feel like being like a fan of movies and a fan of film, especially this year, because I feel like there's so many, it's like it's pretty stacked in my opinion, whereas like I'm like perfectly, for the most part, like content with like any of these things, any of these nominees winning, any of these like actors winning, any of these actresses winning.
Yeah.
Because there's no Emilia Perez to unite us all.
Just F1.
Unite us all in hatred, of something.
It's just F1.
It's like across the board, the spread is really good, except for F1. But then like you have the stands of people of certain movies, and but they didn't watch anything else. They only watched that, So they're
I see what you mean.
So they're like, this movie should win because I watched that one and it's also really good.
Yeah.
And it's like they're not entirely wrong, but there's also these other things, other movies that came out that you didn't watch. I don't know. It's frustrating, and being on the internet is in general is frustrating.
Well, that's true.
But anyway, now the opposite of the Oscars, where the Oscars celebrate the best of the best of the year in movies, are the antithesis to that is the Razzies.
Yeah.
The wonderful Razzies, which I don't know if they still have an event or if it's just like online based now. Because I don't know how the popularity of that.
I think it's waned. Yeah, I mean, I'll look it up while you talk.
But they released their winners of the year, or losers. I don't know, however you want to. The receivers.
Yeah, the recipients.
The recipients of the accolades of the Razzies. Can you take a guess as to what kind of took a sweep?
Oh, it's held the Saturday before the Academy Awards, always. And yes, they're still doing it.
Can you take a guess?
Snow White?
What? No.
Really? Snow White did not.
Did not. I mean, it's a sweep.
Oh, sweep. War of the Worlds.
Correct.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
Worst Picture, War of the Worlds,
Yes.
2025. Worst Actor, Ice Cube in War of the Worlds. Worst Actress, Rebel Wilson from Bride Hard. I think I saw a poster for that movie, and then I never saw anything else after.
No.
Worst Supporting Actress, an actress named Scarlett Rose Stallone from a movie called Gunslingers. Never heard of it.
Sly's daughter.
Worst Supporting Actor, all 7 artificial dwarfs from Snow White. The Razzie Redeemer Award.
Yeah, that is Sly's daughter. Scarlett Rose Stallone.
The Razzie Redeemer Award is something where they finally give a good performance after receiving several Razzies.
Oh, really? That's
And
interesting.
That goes to Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue.
Song Sung Blue.
And throughout her career, she's received a few nominations at least for.
How did you feel about that, getting that award?
I don't know.
Hey, you did it finally.
Her previous Razzie nominations, at least, was My Best Friend's Girl, Mother's Day, and
Music.
Music,
for sure.
Sorry,
Matt.
The worst screen combo would be, again, all 7 artificial dwarfs of Snow White. The worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel, War of the Worlds. The worst director was Rich Lee from War of the Worlds. And worst screenplay, War of the Worlds by Kenny Gold and Mark Hyman. Yeah. So they don't have a whole lot of.
No talent.
I guess they don't have a whole lot of awards to give out. They can't be like worst music, worst cinematography, worst editing, worst.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's was the Razzies, the parody award show.
Self-consumed, no talent,
Ice Cube.
mediocre piece of shit.
Some Razzies yelling at all their recipients.
Ice Cube beat out The Weeknd for Hurry Up Tomorrow. Dave Bautista from In the Lost Lands.
That was bad. That was really bad.
In the Lost Lands?
Yeah.
Scott Eastwood from Alarum, and Jared Leto from Tron Ares for the undesirable worst actor award.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't look at the nominees, all I saw was the winners. But yeah, that's got that out of the way.
All right. Well,
I always forget about the Razzies until something like this comes out.
What, the Razzies?
Yeah.
Until the Razzies comes out.
Yeah. I like it's not something I'm like anticipating. I'm like, ooh,
can't wait to see who sucks this year.
Yeah. I know they had the Razzies got in hot water for nominating a child for what movie?
I don't remember. Let's see here. Razzies nominates child. It was 12-year-old Ryan Kiera Armstrong for Firestarter.
Oh.
Yeah, for
The remake?
2023 movie Firestarter, yeah.
Oh, was that recent?
Mhm.
Oh. I thought it was like
she was 12 years old.
years ago.
Yeah, I also they basically did a clean sweep of all of Bruce Willis's movies when he was like going through dementia.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't come out that he was publicly going through like basically deteriorating. He was trying to hammer out a bunch of movies to make money for his family before he could stop acting.
Yeah.
And all the nominations came out, and then like a week later, the family's like, "Oh yeah, he's dying of dementia," and they were like, "You fucking scum, Razzies, you pieces of shit."
So I get the nominations for Worst Picture: Electric State, Snow White.
Oh yeah, Electric State.
Hurry Up Tomorrow, Star Trek Section 31.
Oh, I've heard that's really bad. Yeah.
Worst Actress was also Mila Jovovich from In the Lost Lands.
Yeah, the whole movie is bad.
Michelle Yeoh. What is this movie? Star Trek Section 31.
Yeah, it looks like a WB drama.
Natalie Portman from The Fountain of Youth. Ariana DeBose. Worst remake, ripoff, and sequel. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Smurfs. Snow White, War of the Worlds. Nicolas Cage was also in this movie called Gunslingers, and he was nominated for Worst Supporting Actor.
I think I sent a clip to our MCF sheet chat about that.
Oh.
He's like really swinging for the fences with Gunslingers.
Ice Cube and his Zoom camera were nominated for Worst Screen Combo.
Worst screen combo.
Robert De Niro and Robert De Niro in The Alto Nights.
Oh, yeah.
The Russo brothers were nominated for Worst Director. Trey Edward Schultz for Hurry Up Tomorrow. Yeah. So that's that.
That's that.
That's the Razzies.
That's that.
That's it.
That's that.
Anything else before we move on to some stream picks?
Nope, I'm good.
Movies.
Wanna watch a movie?
Yes, I do.
Disney Plus. Oh, HBO Max.
If I don't get the pick, show's over.
I have grown accustomed to Hulu Plus.
Amazon Prime.
I like Netflix.
You found the pick.
Stream picks, movies that we watched on our streaming services that you can also watch on your streaming services or not. Pete.
First up, before I get into what I watched this week, I just want to say I see in here Binge Lord Dan has just watched The Guest for the first time, gave it 4.5 stars with a heart. Hell yeah. That movie fucks. A great movie. Dan Stevens is so good in that. The whole ensemble cast is good in that. Okay, let's see. What did I watch this week? What did I watch? We watched Send Help.
Correct.
I'll wait till your segment when you talk about that. We watched it in theaters right after last week's episode.
Yeah, a week
ago today. Yeah.
Yes.
I watched the Running Man reboot, and I had a good time with it. It's definitely disjointed in the storyline, and it definitely feels like there's entire segments that feel completely out of place. There's some really flat scenes in it that seem like they're supposed to be action-packed, and you don't even know what the hell's happening in it. Like the blocking is so bad you can't tell where anybody is and what's happening. It's kind of like Transformers 3, Transformers 4 level. It's just chaos of robots transforming, and you can't even see what's happening. But there was also some other really good stuff I liked about it. So I think it's worth a watch. It's a turn your brain off movie. Get some popcorn, turn your brain off. It's an weekday afternoon movie after work or something at best. So that is streaming. Let's see, where is that streaming right now? Let me confirm that. And that is from Edgar Wright is the director on that, of course. This is on Paramount, MGM, Fubo, and Philo. Okay, so that was Running Man. Next up for me, Strange Harvest, which listener Addison has been basically messaged 3 or 4 times saying, you gotta watch Strange Harvest. You gotta watch it, dude. It's great. And I couldn't remember exactly what it was that he was saying was so good about it. But it's a found footage, mockumentary style horror movie. And it's like a Talking Heads thing. It's like this crime has happened some years ago, and there are the detectives that were on the case are talking about what happened and how it went down after the fact. So they have interviews are set up, and it's professionally staged like a Talking Heads, like they're talking to 60 Minutes or making a documentary or something. And then they cut back to body cam footage of this police on the scenes. There's multiple scenes, and it's kind of like a Zodiac killer. There's this person who's killing people in elaborate ways and harvesting organs along the way, almost like, and there's like, this one's missing a heart, this one's missing a liver, this one's missing an eyeball, a tongue.
Okay.
And it's almost like they're trying to build a person or something, you know?
Dr. Frankenstein.
Something. And there's this really cool, creepy symbol that's left at the crime scenes, like written on blood on the ceiling, or scratched, built in sticks in the wilderness when the person's killed. And it's a triangle, like a equilateral triangle, like a 3 sides triangle, like the Trinity, with lines coming off each side and little circles on the ends. And then there's one of the deaths, there's leeches involved, and these specific leeches that are involved have a 3-sided mouth. So the marks that are left all over this person's body had that, like a triangle shape, which is pretty cool. I dug that. And I think the star of this movie is the practical effects of the bodies afterwards, because there's some really good makeup involved with like the corpses or the way that people are dying, and you're like, holy shit, it's got to be a pretty good budget, but it doesn't feel like a high budget movie. So whoever did this, let's see, let me look at the crew, see if there's any cinematography, composer. Letterboxd doesn't give into the special effect, the makeup effects or anything like that, unfortunately.
Oh.
but it is really good. The makeup effects and the creature effects, I guess if you want to call them that, are really good. So this is produced, written, and directed by Stewart Ortiz, who is a name I haven't recognized before. He did Grave Encounters 2, Extraterrestrial from 2014, It Stains the Sand Red from 2016. So he's been around for a while, and this is really good. It came out in 2024, and I want to say it's streaming on Hulu. Let me check that.
I like the Grave Encounter movies.
Really? I haven't seen them.
The first one.
What's it about?
It's like another found footage, like paranormal investigator type story where they're they go into like in some insane asylum or something. But it was it was pretty spooky. It was pretty eerie, pretty creepy.
Nice. Also edited by Stewart Ortiz. Yeah. So this dude's did damn near the whole thing. And there's a really creepy mask in this. At some point you see like the killer and he's got a mask on. And I don't know how they made it, but it's a great looking mask. And it's kind of hard. There's so many mask designs and it's what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
It's creepy. And there's so many mask designs nowadays that it's how unique can you be in a mask and not feel like you're stretching?
Yeah.
You know, like you're
trying too hard.
You're trying too hard. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that about creature design sometimes. You see creature design and you're like, okay, so it's a contortionist and they're moving creepy.
Yeah. They're crab walking.
And then when they look at the camera, they look at the person, they tilt their head to the side to show that they're deranged.
They do this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Okay, I get it. You know? They stare at you and they look back, and like there's a fine line between like it's a cliche, you know.
Yeah.
So and this is not that at all. So it's Strange Harvest. It is streaming on Hulu. Very good found footage movie, and it's like a detective thriller with a little supernatural put in there.
Oh, okay.
You're not quite sure if there's something else happening or whatever, and they do a really good job. So yeah, great recommendation, Addison. Okay, and then lastly, Brianna and I are bravely and gallantly going through the Scary Movie franchise.
For what reason?
To prepare for Scary Movie 6.
Oh, you're gonna go watch it?
I mean, I'm not gonna go watch it, but I will watch it eventually. So, Scary Movie 1. From the year 2000. This is starring or directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans. This is a Wayans project.
The eldest Wayans?
Yes, eldest that we know about.
Yeah.
Starring Anna Faris, Regina Hall, Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, John Abrams.
Which one's Damon Wayans?
He's not even in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Marlon Wayans plays Shorty. He's the stoner one.
Yeah.
And Sean Wayans plays Ray, who's like the gay one.
The gay one.
The one who he says he's not gay, but he is gay things throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
John Abrams plays her boyfriend, and Lachlan Monroe, who you probably recognize him. He's the kind of buff guy who's got the micro penis in this. He's from...
I'm trying to remember that scene.
It's like an I Know What You Did Last Summer thing, but somebody tapes up a Polaroid of his dick, and it's a micro penis, and it says I know.
Yeah.
And, and then he's... Who did this?
Oh, that guy. That guy. Yeah.
It's kind of buff, and he's from Night at the Roxbury's.
And White Chicks.
I owe you big time. And he gets to the big time protein bar.
He asked the guy, "Would you rather?" Or no, he's the one being asked, "Would you rather?" In
White Chicks.
In White Chicks.
Yeah. Shannon Elizabeth as well. Sherry O'Terry plays Gail Hailstorm instead of Gail Weathers.
Sherry O'Terry.
I know. A bunch of people you might recognize. Kurt Fuller as the sheriff. Carmen Electra at the beginning, playing Drew Decker. So. Yeah, it's funny. It's rated R. It's funny. It's stupid. Lot of dick jokes.
Yeah.
A little too much trans jokes for my taste.
Is there? I don't remember.
The whole coach is Coach Man.
Oh, right.
How
I forget about the balls.
Yeah, she pulls her into the locker or into the office in the locker room. Sits down with the skirt and her balls fall out.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're like comically long testicles. Dragging on her shoulder and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of it doesn't hold up, but some of it does hold up. So
yeah, definitely a little dated.
For sure. It's funny because like the whole trailer for the part 6 is like, we're canceling cancel culture. It's like, shut the fuck up.
A pronoun joke in there.
Yeah.
Which is like such a 2016 joke to make.
Yeah. I mean, the weird thing is I didn't realize this, but that character she's a character from the newest Scary movie, Scream movie. The one that's set in New York, not the one that is just coming out now, but number 6, I think. And that actress who plays that character, they go by they, them. So they made that joke specifically for that actress.
Oh, okay.
Which it's like, it's a kind of a dud of a joke, but it's also at the expense of this actress in real life. So it's kind of stupid. But anyways, a lot of this stuff is like, oh, you can't do this in 2026. Well, he did it in 2000. It's, some of it went over fine, some of it didn't.
The cancel culture is what Shorty said. The guy, Shawn Wayans.
That's Shawn Wayans, yeah. Oh, no, Marlon. Sorry, Marlon. So anyways, but there is some iconic stuff in here, like the "What's up" ghost face with the tongue sticking out.
Gillen.
Yeah, and it's like, I thought about this, and I was like asking Brianna, I'm like, do you remember the "What's up" commercial? Because she's 6 years younger than me.
The phone.
It's like Budweiser, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's like, the whole joke is they're just saying,
What's up?
What's up? What are you doing? Hey, Joe's calling. Hold on. What's up? That's the whole joke. There's nothing to it more than that. And I realized that a lot of the bits that they're doing in it are very time relevant commercials, which is exactly how Kentucky Fried Movie was. And whatever the Amazon Women from Outer Space movie that we watched or whatever. It's like they're jokes about like stuff that's in pop culture now, but 5 years from now people would remember it. 20 years from now people aren't remembering that shit unless you're of that age. Like if you were to try to show that to my niece and nephew, they'd be like,
what?
Why are they saying "What's up"? What's the point of that? So it was fun. It was funny. It was okay.
Yeah.
That's Scary Movie 1. Scary Movie 2 from the year, let me see what year this was. That was 2000. Scary Movie 2, 2001. Also directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans. And this one is not nearly as good. The first one was fine, worth rewatching. Second one, you could pretty much skip. The one joke that really still lands is David Cross and he was in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Elliott, who plays the guy with the strong hand.
You don't like Tim Curry's long nipples?
That was good. That was very good. But there's them talking shit to each other back and forth is really funny. And his whole bit about the strong hand, about he's like, here, take my hand, take my strong hand.
My germs.
Yeah, and he's mixing the mashed potatoes with his little hand. And it's like, that stuff is still ridiculous.
I probably quote the second one the most.
Yeah, there's some very memorable shit from the second one.
Yeah,
Cindy. But by and large, it's just a bad. It's like a poorly made movie. There's a sex scene with
Invisible Boy,
Tori Spelling. Actually,
a ghost.
Yeah, a ghost. And it's like the first sex scene from Scary Movie is supposed to be like Scream, and she finally gives her virginity to Billy Loomis in the Scream.
Yeah.
And go upstairs and whatever. That is an iconic, ridiculous, funny sex scene. There's one
giant bush.
Yeah, one's the giant bush that comes out. He trims it with the hedge trimmers.
Guess it's been a while.
Yeah. Number 2, she talks like a demon, like she's becoming possessed, almost like Allison Monaghan or Moynihan, whatever her name is from American Pie, the redhead.
Oh yeah.
Where she's like, say my name, bitch.
Yeah.
And becomes like an aggressive person in sex, which is like the joke. Mm-hmm. But she was a virgin and it's kind of funny. But then she starts talking like a demon. Her voice gets really deep and you're like, guys, like, what the fuck have I done? And then she's on top, and when he comes, he blasts her to the ceiling and sticks her to the ceiling with like 100 gallons of opaque white jism. and it cuts back to his body as he's doing it, and he's like, the life force is being sucked out of him. He turns into like a skeleton.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's so funny. There had to have been so much involved for just those 2 quick shots.
And then we're going to shoot her against the wall with a whole bunch of white.
The fucking ceiling. She's stuck to the ceiling. And in the sex scene in the second one, it's just poorly conceived, poorly executed.
Ghost sex.
Yeah, and she's like crawling all over the ceiling. It's like a rotating room. It's like they were trying to go for broke again, like with big production of this thing, and it did not land at all. Like the idea was there, it wasn't good. So the second one you could skip. I think you can skip, although there are some iconic moments from it. The third one, legitimately funny. Third one is good. And this is when Keenan Ivory Wayans released the helm to the Zucker brothers.
Was he involved still?
No.
Not a producer or anything?
Let me look. Producers, nope.
Really?
Original writers, they just got credit for the original characters. So this will get turned into a Zucker movie, which is like Naked Gun and Airplane, all those movies. And there are some truly iconic editing styles of this. You can imagine the Zucker style where there's a scene where Leslie Nielsen, and it definitely helps to have Leslie Nielsen in this. He's going down the line because he thinks all the people in his White House conference are shape-shifting aliens. He's punching them all in the face and going down the line, punching them all in the face. And the way it's shot, it cuts just like one after another. It's like a cartoon. And there's some Texas Switch style thrown out the window bits with Simon Rex, where he gets tossed out the window, glass breaks, and he falls behind like a car or something. The millisecond he hits the floor, the real actor pops up. It's like way too fast for it to be real, which makes it funnier. And they do it twice, and I'm like, this is so fucking great. It's so perfect. Charlie Sheen's deadpan comedic acting, great. Simon Rex over the top comedic acting, great. Anna Faris is fully come into her own in this. It's a really good movie. I will stand by number 3. And they're all streaming on, let me see here, confirm, I think it's Paramount. Yes, Paramount for all 3. So that's what I watched this week.
Okay.
And I have not seen 4 or 5, and I'm dreading them, but I will watch them this week and report back.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect a whole lot.
The ratings drop significantly. The 5th one has like a 4.1.
Oh, God. What's the highest rated one?
I don't know. I'll look it up while you do.
3?
Probably 3, yeah.
Okay, so I watched 2 of the Oscar-nominated live action shorts. The first one is streaming on Netflix called The Singers. It's like 18 minutes long. It takes place in this bar in this middle of nowhere. It looks like a snowstorm is going through. It's a very dimly lit, loungy bar with a bunch of regulars in there. And this is, I think, the front runner for the live action short film category. I think probably because Netflix is behind it. And it's a really...
What's it called? The Singers?
The Singers. It's really well made, really well produced. Like, there's nothing like quality bad about it. And it is really interesting, I think. But I'm not sure what I was supposed to really get out of it necessarily, because you have all these guys in this bar drinking. There's a guy who's trying to gets people to buy a drink for him. And then there is somebody, the bartender, I think he bets a guy, the guy who's trying to get drinks from people, that if he can out-sing people in the bar, that he can get the $100 bill that's like on the ceiling of $1 bills.
Okay.
He's like, there's one $100 bill that's pinned up there, and you can have it and a free beer if you can out-sing, if you can out-sing everybody in here. And
okay,
he's like very confident in himself, and he opens the challenge to anybody who wants to compete, right?
Right.
And so you kind of get a couple of guys starting in. They're a little bit, what do you call it? In their cups.
Yep.
They don't sing very well. They're kind of just haphazardly sing. I can't remember, like the national anthem or something.
Okay.
Just something very generic.
Star Spangled Banner.
And they're not great. And then they get laughed off. And then they're like, I'd like to see anybody of you do any better. And then a guy sings. There's also like this really kind of to himself shy guy in there. He's got his hood on, just drinking a beer by himself. And it kind of turns into not a musical, but just like basically these people are kind of just showing off their talents. And there's like these actual genuinely good singers in this.
How long is it? About 20 minutes?
Yeah. And it was all right overall. Like I by the end of it, I was like, I don't really know what I was supposed to really get out of that. I felt like I was in the middle of a scene that didn't finish.
Oh, I see. It's tied for second in the running. 2 People X Saliva, 200 odds. Butcher Stain and the Singer's 375.
So that's on Netflix. Worth a watch. 20 minutes though. Streaming on YouTube is another Oscar-nominated short, which is the 2 people exchanging saliva. And
that's what it is. 2 people exchanging saliva.
Yeah. This is French, and this is a little bit longer. It's 36 minutes, and
bordering on feature length.
It's definitely weirder for sure because just based on the name alone, it takes place in a world where the currency is slaps. So if you want to buy something, you have to get slapped a certain amount of times. Obviously the higher quality the item, the more slaps you take. So there's people with like bruises on their face, and there's people who like put makeup on their face to make it look like they're richer than they are.
Okay.
And also there's it's outlawed to essentially kiss. And it's especially focused on like the women who kiss. So it's like if a woman kisses a man, the woman gets thrown in prison, which in this case, the punishment is you are put into a long cardboard box taped up and just thrown off a cliff.
What the fuck?
It follows like this woman who works at this retail store, and every day, every morning to get into this mall type establishment, they have to get past. It's almost like a security check, almost where they have to breathe in this person's face, and it's like the person who's checking is like just getting a face full of people's breath every day. So like
feels like a Louis Carax story, but it's not.
It's very strange, but kind of straightforward in a way in the storytelling. And there's a lot of like talk about there's this guy who's bragged about not having brushed his teeth in over 60 years. There are people who just eat straight onions because part of it is like they're trying to not be enticing for kissing.
Oh, I see.
Having that disgusting breath, that onion breath, garlic breath. Dude. And then like buying toothpaste is like buying drugs.
What the fuck?
It's really interesting. And
what does it all mean though?
I don't know if I can tell you.
You're not French enough.
Yeah, it's a society where kissing is punishable by death, and Angine, the main character's name, is shops compulsively in a department store, and then she and the retail worker, who's kind of the main character in this, kind of develop a relationship of sorts, very platonic at first, and they become kind of obsessed with each other, and that raises concerns with like her coworkers and stuff, and like becoming like jealous, or that this retail worker is getting more attention from this wealthy woman more than like the manager is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So really interesting. I'm kind of rooting for that one of the two that I've seen. I'm rooting for that one. That's on YouTube, as well as the other shorts are also on YouTube, or at least some of them are.
Angine, that weird French Canadian like duo band that wears the white and black polka dotted shit.
Yeah,
their name is Angine de Poitrine, which is like the breasts of Angine. I didn't know Angine was a name, French name.
Okay, my feature length movie that I watched.
All right.
We were talking about Martin Scorsese earlier. So I watched this movie from 1985 called After Hours.
Oh, that's a fun one.
About a guy who wants to hang out with this woman after hours, and it's like a really long, stressful night.
Yeah, it is. It's set in one night,
and this guy's just like trapped on the other side of town, trying to get home
with no money,
with zero money, and kind of a very strange woman who's got like trauma and stuff, and
weird madcap comedy from Scorsese.
And he just kind of runs into people that kind of not get him into trouble, but like don't really
They make it worse.
Yeah,
sure.
they don't help him. You know, what's funny is that this movie also has John Hurd and Catherine O'Hara in it as well, which I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, both of the Kevin's parents.
And it really like amps up in the second half of the movie. Things get
It just gets it's a snowball.
things
of a
get
movie.
intense. It kind of reminds me of like it's very like I wouldn't be surprised if this was like an inspiration for like Safdie style in terms of character driven.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
And it's not necessarily like of his own doing that the problems arise, but the situations he finds himself in are certainly like he's got a whole mob chasing him at one point, and it's like not even his fault at all.
No.
And he's just like this normal dude. He's a word processor, and he meets this girl at a cafe or like a donut shop or something, and he's reading Tropic of Cancer or something. And they bond over a book, and then she gives him her number, and then that's kind of when he calls her, that's kind of when the things start.
Yeah, it kicks off.
And yeah, it's definitely like darkly funny, for sure, and it gets stressful definitely in the second half. This is streaming on Netflix. I think it was leaving soon when I watched it. I don't know if it was leaving at the end of this month, probably, but yeah, it was very entertaining. And I guess the Griffin Dunn, the main actor, I think Scorsese asked him to like not sleep and
Oh, really?
to like amp up his paranoia, or like the, I guess, portrayal of paranoia in it. Asking your actor to kind of go method a little bit.
Yeah. It's funny.
And also Cheech and Chong are in this movie as Neil and Pepe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember them.
They're very young, and they're a duo. They like steal art. They like steal sculptures, and they drive in a van together, and they're like stoners. So,
oh, shit. Okay, cool.
And I thought that was interesting. I was like, is that Cheech Marin?
Yeah, Jack and KG in Bongwater, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. They were both in both those movies.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I would definitely recommend After Hours for sure. It should be on Netflix. And then I watched, also streaming on Netflix, one of the best actor nominated movies for Ethan Hawke is Blue Moon.
Oh, you watched it? Okay.
Directed by Richard Linklater. And he's not going to win, but after watching it, I feel like Ethan Hawke should win.
Really?
Because it's 100% him in the movie. Like it's a chamber piece, and he's got like 95% of the dialogue in the entire movie.
Wow.
And this is about Lorenz Hart, who's a lyricist, it's a biopic, and he worked with Rogers of Rogers and Hammerstein before Rogers and Hammerstein were together. And it's essentially Oklahoma has just been released. And that's the first project that Lorenz Hart hasn't worked with Rogers. And so Lorenz Hart is feeling very bitter and upset that like the first project that this guy does without him is like the biggest project of this other guy's career.
I see. Okay.
And he's got like a lot to say about Oklahoma, and he's even aware that he's like, am I bitter? Yes, I am bitter. That doesn't mean I'm wrong though. He's got a lot of criticisms, and he's got a lot to say about a lot of things. And Ethan Hawke's like performance and charisma throughout the whole thing is very like it's like up here the entire time. There's not a whole lot of lulls with him. He's like constantly speaking, and it might be tiresome, depending on how you feel about a sort of unlikable character, but he's got like this asshole charm nature to him. He's very clever. It's very witty.
Okay.
And he's always got something to say. He's always got a response prepared for everything. What's his name is in it. Andrew Scott plays Rogers, the
Andrew Scott or Adam Scott?
Andrew Scott.
I don't know who that is.
You'd recognize him.
Okay,
This guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays Rogers. Margaret Qualley's also in this. Bobby Cannavale
Yeah, I love him.
plays bartender who's like in pretty much 75% of this movie. It all takes place within a bar, and it all takes place like after hours in one night.
Cool. Dig it.
And I found like watching these kinds of movies that take place in one night, or any like a show or whatever other movie that takes place just in one night, you never really know how late it is.
Yeah.
And you're always wondering like,
It's Sun coming episode?
I know they're always talking about like, what are we doing after this? I'm like, isn't it like already like 11 p.m.? Like, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, really.
I know what else is there to do, you know, but they're talking about like going to dinner, going to another bar. I'm like, oh, God, man, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of feel trapped a little bit with these kinds of movies where it's all taking place with one night. And After Hours is like almost like feels like a nightmare sometimes that I have, where it's like, where's home and why am I so like,
where is home?
Why am I so lost in the darkness?
Yeah.
But this movie is like, it's essentially a chamber piece. All takes place within a bar. I mean, there's a few like offshoots in different rooms and stuff, but I thought it was really good. I was really entertained, even though it is basically just like 100% dialogue.
Cool. That's good.
But yeah,
Linklater is good for that.
Yeah, really compelling. And this was based on like, I guess, letters that he
it's based off of real stuff.
Based off letters that this guy Lorenz Hart had with Margaret Qualley's character Elizabeth. And there's like, he's like this horny little dude, because he's a lot of it he's talking about sex, and they talk about his sexuality because people are like, you're like, oh, is that a woman? Like, I thought you were, and he's like, you thought I was what? And so like a lot of that is like, it's like, is he, isn't he? And it leans that he is, but there's never an explicit moment where it's like, where he does something gay, you know?
Okay.
Because there's this other scene where Margaret Qualley is like, her character is something that he's like is this person that he's like lusting after, even though she's like 20 and he's like
68,
a youthful 47. He says.
Oh, that's what he's. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was older than that.
And she's telling him a story about like a time when she almost had sex, and he's like, and then what? And then what?
That's funny.
You know. So it's really interesting. I thought it was. Okay. I thought it was really good.
It's called again, Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, and that's the title of a song that that guy wrote.
Okay.
For me on Netflix, and yeah, he would be my pick for
best actor.
For best actor. Honestly,
you wish you would have put your money on him now?
No, because he's not going to win. Okay. No, he's not going to win, unfortunately. But yeah, those are my stream picks. And then we watched
Send Help.
Sam
Raimi's,
which is still in theaters.
I hope so.
I don't think there's a digital version of it yet.
No, not yet. Yeah, this movie's bonkers.
It's quite insane.
It's like a cartoon come to life in a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
And Rachel McAdams plays, I thought from the trailer she was like an executive assistant, but she's not. She's like the lead of their strategic accounts, like analysts and strategic planning or something like that.
Strategic, planner, because like he keeps calling her an accountant or something.
Yeah, and or from HR or whatever. It's like he can't remember what department she is. And she's very good. She's been at the company 20 years or something like that. And the CEO and owner of the company is an old man who she loved, and he loved her.
Well, not romantically.
No, just like almost like a child.
Yeah.
And you never see him, but he more or less promised her the VP position that was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies and gives the company to his son, who is Dylan O'Brien, who's great in this. He's radiating young Adam Brody vibes. And he comes in, he's a frat douche bro, and he's going to give the VP spot to his other frat douche bro guy friend who worked for the company for 6 months.
Yeah, he went to college with him.
Yeah, they were in the same frat together.
Yeah.
And she basically is going to get passed over, and he's going to try to fire her because he thinks that she's schlumpy. And
she is.
She is. Yeah, she could definitely be a little bit more professional and not like spitting tuna salad.
She's unkempt.
Yeah, she is unkempt.
Yeah.
So she's a obsessed with Survivor. And she's got all these books on her shelf about surviving in the
survivalist,
wild,
foraging and
foraging
stuff.
for berries, how to build shelter in the wilderness and stuff. And surprise, surprise, they get on a plane together to go to Hong Kong for a big business trip, and it goes down, and they're the only two that survive.
Yeah.
And he's got a busted leg, he's got a gash,
Yeah.
bone's not sticking out or anything like
It's
that.
not broken. It's just a wounded, like just
Heavily wounded,
Yeah.
yeah. And she essentially takes care of him, builds a shelter, and he's still bossing her around like he's the boss. And she's like, let me get you something fucking straight. We're not in the office anymore. I know how to take care of us, and I am taking care of you. You need to be nice to me. And he's like, fuck off. You're so fired when you get back to the office. And she's like, okay, fine. I'll just go off on my own, and you can sit here for days. And she maybe leaves him there for like a day, day and a half. He's like baking in the sun.
Yeah.
And then when she comes back, finally, she's perfectly fine. Weaved herself like a nice sun visor out of leaves.
She's got a cup.
Yeah, she got a cup with her name carved into it, made out of bamboo, and he's like dying, and he's like, "Oh, you ready to be nice to me again?" So the funny thing that I liked about this is that you go back and forth whether or not who you're rooting for throughout the movie, because there is a time where she has a villain arc, and then you're like, I don't know, maybe she's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And then he does something despicable, and you're like, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
He deserves it. Yeah, she should do whatever she wants to him. And then it goes back to, then you have sympathy for him, then you have sympathy for her. And it is interesting in that. But I knew it was going to be gross and goopy and stuff, because everybody says it's like Drag Me to Hell, which is over the top, goopy and gross.
And also very cartoonish.
And also cartoonish. But there was 3 or 4 moments that Joseph and I were shouting in the theater. Like, oh, no, no, not in the mouth.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
A lot of in-the-mouth stuff.
Yeah, so what do you think, Joseph?
Yeah, it was also like very wild, very crazy. Yeah, and gross. It definitely, like, I don't want to say it takes a minute to get to the gross part, but when the gross part does happen, it's like full force disgusting, like instantly. Because it's like, oh, blood, and then other stuff too.
Yeah, that's not just blood.
Yeah.
Why did your mouth have to be open for that?
I know.
I kept thinking what it would be like to be on set that day, where they shoot a blood cannon at her face.
I know.
Splatter her with fake blood.
Yeah. I honestly kind of wish like the obsession with Survivor played more into like just like later in the movie, like, because there's a whole like audition tape that she made to get on Survivor. And I feel like I wish that element, like you've been voted off the island, like
Oh yeah, that would be good.
that type of full circle, I guess, or payoff.
It
for
could have
that.
been a nice one-liner.
Yeah.
There's a perfect spot for that too.
Like find the hidden idol, like
Yeah.
you know, here's the challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, the going kind of back and forth between like who you're hoping like makes it. I mean, you kind of hope they both make it, but then eventually it's like the villain arc thing with her, because she gets a taste of power, you know.
Yeah,
and
right.
she's in her environment, like, you know, something that
She's like a pig in shit.
you know, something that she's been like training for, I guess.
It's almost like a sick pleasure that she takes. She's like, finally I get to use all this knowledge I've been building.
Yeah.
And then she's like, we could live out here forever.
I
And
know.
you're like, no.
I know.
No.
Yeah. But then you're like, the villain part of her story, and I don't want to spoil too much, but it's almost like it's kind of obvious, because there's information that is like that he doesn't know about, because he can't, he's immobile for I don't know, like half the movie.
He can't explore the whole island.
And he's also like inept in this environment for sure, and doesn't know any better. And so that's like kind of when you're like why you would be rooting for him, because it's like, well, like, yeah, he's an asshole, but that doesn't mean
He should die.
yeah.
That's a weird thing with movies, because a lot of times, like Brianna says this about the end of Midsommar, when everyone's cheering on that he's in the bear suit, and she's like, I mean, he was a bad boyfriend, but it's not like he should be burned alive in a bear suit. You know, Christian, her boyfriend.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There is a weird thing in movies where like, man, he was mean to her. He wasn't very he forgot her birthday. He should fucking die. But in the real life, you'd be like, you should just break up with the guy. He probably doesn't deserve death.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the cult, the Swedish cult isn't burning him because he was a bad boyfriend.
No, but I feel like the people in
The audience reception.
Audience reception is like, you know what? Good for her.
Yeah.
I hear that's the most common. Good for her.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie does kind of go back and forth between who you're rooting for and like throughout that whole journey, I mean, you're being exposed to things that is like only Sam Raimi I think could do.
Yeah.
And I feel like he has kind of a quite a few like self-referential moments in this movie, like to his own stuff, to like past Evil Dead stuff, past just other projects. Like there was, and the grossness factor was similar to Drag Me to Hell, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But by the end of it, it's like it's a satisfying watch, and I don't think that throughout the movie you're like, what's going to happen next? I feel like
You kind of know.
it's predictable in the sense that like beat wise what's going to happen.
I didn't mind at all though,
and I feel like he knows that something like that is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like, it's like going on your favorite roller coaster. It's like, I can't wait to get to this point.
Ooh, the loop is going to be scary this time.
Yeah. But yeah, it was super fun and gross and hilarious. I think.
Well made too. Just a fun time.
For sure.
There's one scene that stuck out to me that I was laughing audibly in the theater out loud. And there's a moment when he gets a little bit better and he's able to kind of hobble around on his own a little bit. And he once again takes her for granted and is like, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't need to hear your condescending bullshit. I'm going to make all my own stuff. I'm going to go make my own shelter over there.
Yeah.
It's a couple of sticks and some leaves, and the montage of him trying to build his own shelter and failing.
Mm-hmm.
And then a rain cloud comes, because you see her it shows all the great survival techniques. Rain is coming for day one.
Yeah.
She digs a hole in the sand, somehow has a bunch of coconuts in half.
Already.
They skipped that part.
Yeah.
But she has 4 coconut halves, and she flips them upside down and then puts these channeled leaves upside down, draining into the coconuts so that the rainwater
funnels
into them. Great idea. You could drink more, put it right back in. Feed him, put it right back in. So he tries to do the same thing, and the rain cloud's coming, and he's, dig the hole. I gotta get the stick. I gotta put the leaves in there. And as soon as he does, the second he lines the leaves up, the rain cloud stops like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. And then he looks over at her, and she's all happy, and she's like, "Hi, neighbor."
Yeah.
It was like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
When he first
so funny.
When he first does that, I thought he went further away.
Me too.
But he's literally like 50 yards away.
He's about, if that, 50 yards away. So yeah, great fun to watch. It's get some people together. Don't eat chili dogs or anything like green.
No, anything goopy or
nothing sloppy or goopy.
Green or yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bodily fluids from not just humans that are expelled all over the place.
Yeah.
So, but it's a really fun. I'm glad we watched it in theaters, and I'm glad Joseph was there with me because we got to hoot and holler in the theater.
Yeah, it was a fun time for sure. But anything else? Anything else to talk about?
I got nothing.
All right.
So thank you to our cool ass yard dudes over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. If you want to support us on the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or just support us by watching it on YouTube and sharing with a friend. That is its own way of supporting as well. Until next time. Thank you for joining us as we gab and chatter. We talk about Liza Minnelli, the Razzies, and people who don't give a fuck about the Oscars. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast. Send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at Podcast MCFC, and TikTok and Instagram at Middle Class Film Class.
There we go. And we're going to go do a review of No Other Choice in just a second, so stick to this if you're live on the YouTube. If not, we will see you on Wednesday.
See ya.
Class dismissed.
I gotta get out of here.
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
You're free to go.
See you next week.
See you later. See you later.
That's a wrap.
Great show.